Hello everyone and welcome to episode 3 of Metroid Fusion. In the last part we did Sector 1 and we're finishing up Sector 2 as we speak. And Mr. Purple is finally just now telling us that unlocking the hatches was a bad idea. Because Sector 4, the Aquatic Sector, is being overthrown by these X-Parasites. They really overused this. Not overused. They really use this in this this song in a really inopportune moments. I mean that they don't use it at the right times. Like, this is not a time to use it. Then again, that's just my opinion now, isn't it? Anyway, down the elevator we go. And this is the only sector where you actually have to start on the right and you have to head left. I think, yeah, it's the only sector where you have to do that. And actually, something to bring up now is that the SAX may have high intelligence. We'll find out later that, this is a bit of a spoiler, but we'll find out later that they can actually also inherit the intelligence and memories of their hosts. And since this place was full of scientists, we have a parasitic Einstein, pretty much. And now this is the Aquatic Sector, of course, but the song for this area is actually, well, the first song, because there's two areas to this area. Both of them are really atmospheric. Now, there is a caution to this area. All the water that you see here is electrified at this point. Well, not all the water. Most of it, though. You can tell it's electrified because it has, like, zigzag lines on top of it, and it makes a really electric sound effect. And that right there is also something new that they can do, that X can do. There are times where there are area that is an upgrade of a previous enemy. The red fish in this area can be upgraded into the skeleton fish enemies that are in most Metroid games. Go up here for an energy tank. This one's a bit out of the way, but it's the one I always go out of the way for. Now, these crab enemies are what you're going to be encountering a majority of the time here. There's the electrified water. It's electrified because there are some sort of cut power cords. I don't know why those are there, but they are, and it hurts if you get in there. It saps your health more than a Metroid does, actually. But of course, the Metroids are dead at this point, considering the last one died in Metroid 3, right? Right? Who am I kidding? It's a Metroid game. They'll find a way to put one in. Or will they? My mind... Now, for some reason, they bring in these enemies right here from Meridia in Super Metroid. I don't know why, considering these guys weren't that annoying, and they're pretty pathetic even now. Now, remember that save room that had a cracked wall earlier in the game, back in Sector 1? Copy paste. And it's time for a boss, and... where's the... oh. almost dead already. Give me my free power up. And we have another one of these things. This is actually one of the more annoying ones, actually, considering the water physics will bog you down a bit. Three hits, he's down. And now it's time to really fight Sara. So of course it's an X-Parasite. Now there are two ways you can go about this fight. What you're seeing now is my first attempt at the second. First one is to nail down on that block I was on right then, before I jumped. On the left side of that, and you can shoot him when you get a chance. But this is my first attempt of doing the spots like this. Now with Sara's, you have to hit him in the head. And by the way, his boss theme is absolutely catchy. I'll see if I can find it, and if I can, I'll post a link in the description. Also, your first playthrough, this may be the thing that blew out your... It's one of two things in this game that could possibly blow out your game value advances. Speakers. Because this guy is really fucking loud. Not as loud as a certain other boss later in the game, but... So this guy's pattern is to boost around when at top speeds. And just try to ram into you, really. Now, if you can't figure out what power-up we're going to get from him, you are sad. Now, actually, one thing I found out when I was doing the thumbnails for these videos, if I have them up, hopefully, is that Sara's it's actually faster to take this guy out in 3 charge shots than 6 missiles. I didn't even remember that charge shots were more powerful. I just... Then again, as of recent, I have had my dumb moments. Now, this X-Core is a bit stronger than the others, unlike the first 2? First 3, that's right. Yeah, this guy takes 4 missiles. But he's still pathetic nonetheless. Now this guy is unhindered by water physics, so be careful if you're down below and you're low on health. And for beating him, we get the speed booster, which works exactly like it did in, you know what, I'll just say this, all powers that you get in this game work almost exactly like they did in, Zero Mission. Or rather, it should be vice versa, but considering this game came first, but to me it was the other way around. Also, I gotta say, this was the first Metroid game made in years when this first came out. This was made in 2002, Super Metroid was made in 93. And since there was no Metroid titles on the N64... Actually, wait, what did the Prime come out? You know what, I'm actually gonna go across the room and get my Metroid Prime thing. Yeah, this and Prime came out the same year, so there hadn't been a Metroid game in 9 years when this came out. The only other appearance Samus had before this was her appearances in... By the way, don't go to the right yet, you have to go to the left and do something else really quick. The only other things she appeared in at this point were... Smash Brothers, that's it. Smash Brothers 64, and I think Melee was out at this point. I don't know, I haven't played Melee in years. Anyway, now that we defeated Sara, it's time to unelectrify the water here, because you can't get out any other way without the speed booster. And the only way to speed boost through the thing is to lower the water. So, run through these hallways. Get up to the top, and you'll end up here. SHINESPARK, ho! And yes, I am bringing that back. And there's a missile tank. If you miss that missile tank, you're sad. That's just sad. And also, the water in Metroid and Super Metroid in this game, and I think even Zero Mission to some extent, suffers from Sonic Adventure 1 syndrome, where that you can be ankle deep in water and it slows you down so much. SHINESPARK! Hoop! I did not even mean to do a horizontal one there. Anyway, jump up here. The missile tank, yet again, that's pretty hard to miss unless you're purposely ignoring it. And it's time for another unique enemy. This is the only time you'll be facing this. It's just guys in gold. It just takes 2 missiles instead of 1, though. Let's see, at this point in the game I have 85 missiles. I think that's the amount I had by part 5 of Zero Mission? I'd have to check. And it's time, and as Mr. Purple is telling us that they have the super missiles ready to be given to us. And however, most data rooms are blocked at this point. This one is blocked by level 4. The one in Sector 2 is blocked off. I don't think there even is one in Sector 1. No, there's not. We can't get to the main deck at this point, so there's only one that we can get to that's not that dangerous, and that's the one in Sector 3, Pyre. Or Pyro. And atmospherically, Sector 3 is actually one of my favorites. It's desert themed. But in terms of the bosses we face there, one of my least favorite. Ugh. And actually, no. There's only one boss there I hate. The one that has the most bosses I hate is Sector, I think, 6, which we'll get to. I think next part, maybe the next part after. Maybe no, wait, no. I'm adding up about 2 parts actually. Now, like Sector 2, this place is actually unlike Sector 2. I mean, this place is pretty sizable, but it still has a security lock to it. Level 2 lock, which are green, as you can see in the upper right corner right there. If you can actually keep that speed boost up, you can boost through that wall and you'll end up somewhere. I don't know, I've never been able to take that route because I just like going conventionally downwards. And sorry I wasn't talking for a moment there, I got distracted. I probably edited out the sound too. Anyway, speed boost through here, jump through this wall, and you'll be in the room next to the security room. And down here, shoot the ceiling at that one block, which is painfully visible, and get another missile tank. Let that block regenerate, speed boost, and either jump or what I do, I SHINESPARK even though it doesn't work there. So I have to charge up another one. SHINESPARK, hoo! Ow. And another personality core. And now that we've unlocked the hatches, we can get to the next parts of this area, but that also means the X are now in. I'm not sure how they immediately knew. It's like, hey guys, Sector 2 is open! Let's go! Anyway, you can progress further in this area. go up here. SHINESPARK, hope. You don't have to SHINESPARK. You don't have to kill this guy, but I always do for some reason. Maybe just because I like to kill this guy. Shoot that open. You don't have to shoot the door open. That was an accident. And run all the way right. Build up a speed booster so you can get down through this. I don't know why I killed that guy. Climb up here. Go through this door. Now, this missile tank right here is literally impossible to miss unless you hack. So it's actually, this is one of the very few Metro games I know of where it's impossible to do it in 0% run. Actually, it is impossible to do a 0% run on most games because you have to pick up the things the first time. Unless first pickups don't count, I need to check this out. And now we are glowing double rainbows. And we get super missiles, which are not a separate item in this game. They're literally an upgrade for your missiles. So pretty much, in terms of original missile power, pretty much we don't have 85. We now technically have, in terms of power, 255. It's triple the powers, if I remember correctly. Anyway, use the recharge room here, like because I needed to. Now we get to test out these things. Now these guys are almost immune to, are practically immune to normal missiles. But now we can take them out, no problemo. Anyway, if you like this part, rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. See you then!